Ready to love sex? I'm Jamye Waxman, and it's time to talk kink. When it comes to sex, kink is anything beyond what is considered conventional sex, which is what, like missionary? Kink can include power exchange, bondage, spanking, role play, tickling, hot wax, and more. It's specific sex acts that turn some people on, but they don't turn everyone on. Kink is generally done with a partner, making it the kind of thing that requires trust and openness. Some people live kinky lifestyles 24/7. Others just sprinkle their sex lives with kink from time to time. Kink can be anything, even anal sex or spanking, which is pretty basic for some and pretty out there for others. If kink is something that turns you on, it's worth exploring. However, before you bring home the whips and chains, sit down and explain what you're feeling to your partner. Why do you want to get tied up or spanked? Talk about how it can turn you on so your partner can understand where you're coming from, just in case they're not immediately in that same space. There are lots of online resources where you can see rather extreme images of what you're aspiring to do or not do in your own sex life. Whatever you decide to do, remember this and repeat often. Start slow and progressively increase the pleasure or pain. Whatever you're doing, you want to make sure it remains something worth doing. Going too fast can end an experience and make it difficult for the person who wasn't as into it to want a redo. Before you begin, you should establish a safe word. No and stop won't work. You want to find a more unique word, like pineapple or tamale, because the odds of you saying those words during sexy times are pretty low. You'll also want to discuss how the play is going to go down. If one of you is a little more reserved or reticent, plan it out so your partner has an idea of what to expect. Spanking is a great way to explore your kinky side. If you're using a hand, make sure you've removed all your jewelry. You want to start with a nice butt cheek massage before each blow and again after each spank. When it comes to exploring your kink without hands, a paddle works well. It may remind you of school or ping pong or getting punished. The term pain in the ass is a great reminder of where to start with a paddle because you'll always want to aim for the soft, fleshy bits of butt cheek. Find a paddle that has fur on one side, and then you can use the soft side or the hard side to punish your bad partner. You never want to hit organs or the spine or any bones. Avoid anything with rough edges or pointy or hard corners. Start light and then paddle harder. The wider the paddle, the more it thuds. The smaller, the more it stings. A flogger is a great way to play with sensations, and it's one of those toys that reminds me of what it would feel like if you went through a car wash without your car. A flogger can be made of many materials, including leather, nylon, rubber, and fur. Floggers, like paddles, are designed to produce a soft thud or a sharp sting. The sensation depends on the length of the tails as well as the material the flogger is made out of. For leather, deerskin is generally the softest type you can find. If a flogger is too hardcore, feathers are great for sweet, soft love or a really good tickling. For some people, pressure on a nipple can be a really good thing, and a tug or a bite can drive them wild. In lieu of, or addition to, sucking, tugging, or biting on a nipple, you can check out nipple clamps. Before you buy clamps, you can try clothespins to see if you like the sensation of something pinching on your nipple. Some people love it so much they can actually have an orgasm from nipple stimulation alone. The thing with nipple clamps is that they sting when you first put them on, when you take them off, and when you tug on them. Tweezers are one of the most popular and easiest to begin with styles of nipple clamp. The slide allows for easy tightening of the clamps and easy release too. One thing you want to do with these or any clamps is glue the black tips onto the metal before you use them. Otherwise, these tips sometimes fall off, and that can be a lot less fun. Another pair of clamps that are good for beginners are broad tip clamps. They just clamp on and clamp off. If you've been together for a while, you know you have to try new things to keep it fresh. Kink is something almost every long-term relationship will explore over the course of many years, especially if you want to keep your sex life alive. Check in with any sales associate to learn more about exploring kink. Send your feedback and questions to askjamie@pk.com and I will get back to you. Arming yourself with information before you buy ensures that you will love sex even more.